So I'm here with the wonderful Rachael Finch. We are so happy because we've just killed the music. We were trying to have an interview, but there was music playing.
Yeah, we were sitting here having our own interview for the last hour, but we are now live!
Hooray! So today we're talking about your amazing supplements, Kister, that you launched, 8 months ago?
8 months ago now. It feels like literally yesterday that we pressed launch, official launch. But it's been about 2 years in the making, which, as you know, with your own brands and products, there's so much love and sweat and blood that goes into it. So it's been a really long process, but finally here, and we're super excited to be now officially launched in Maya.
Hooray! And so what was the process like? I mean, you've had your activewear line. What was it different? Obviously very different to creating clothing. But... Yeah,
it was incredibly different. It stems back from essentially creating the body program where I've got a health and fitness program, and Misha and I ran that as well, and we got lots of questions from the girls about products, supplements, what to use. Misha and I have obviously both been using a lot of health supplements and brands over the course of the last sort of 10 to 12 years, and we dove deeper into the ingredients, the content, and what was actually in collagen and protein supplements. And we discovered a lot.
Okay.
We discovered that there were not many products that kind of did it in a very natural and authentic way. So we felt there was a really good opportunity there to create a really good, beautiful, natural range of collagen products that weren't filled with a lot of other ingredients.
What kind of stuff do they fill with? That sounds really sinister.
Just all sorts of different things that take up the volume of the tub.
So cheap stuff, like cheap starches and
could be anything, fillers, gums, anything that just make the tub full of product, and it says collagen. As a consumer, I was like, wow, that's quite misleading.
How did you know that?
You just start to dive into the ingredients, you're actually researching what it is and what's it doing. Then we started to get on board with, okay, how are we going to create this? What do we need to create a range of collagen and vegan protein supplements? And so we're working with an incredible company that's Brisbane-based, so everything's done within Australia. We source some of our products, like our collagen comes from Germany. Some of our botanicals come from different parts of the world, depending on where we need to source that raw material from. But we're working with a great company in Brisbane who are very experienced. They've got food scientists on board, they've got biochemists, they've been working in this space for over 40 years. So we've been learning a lot from them on how to put a product together, and we've told them what we want it to do and how natural and top quality we want it to be. So it's been a phenomenal journey. We've learnt so much, and I'm just, really happy that it's finally here.
What were the biggest challenges?
Heaps. Every day there's challenges.
Always the way.
Yeah, I guess because my husband and I work on it together. He is probably one of the most inspiring people I've ever met. Every day I'm blown away with how he can create an idea and pull it together and get the right team in play, and from web development to the marketing side of things to product development to a product might come to us for testing, and it does include a gum or something, and it's like, we ask for no gums, get it, take it away, and that pushes back time. Making sure that the sweeteners are natural, so we use stevia, we don't want to ever use anything that's artificial or refined sugars, of course. So making sure that we're staying true to that ethos as much as possible, and making sure the right team's in play, the digital side of it, the Shopify, the customer service, the shipping. So it's all been a really big learning curve, and it's been the most phenomenal experience I've been a part of, particularly because I get to do it with my husband.
Yes.
And
you're lucky you guys can work together and live together.
And I think, in saying that, it's really still important to keep some separate time as well. So we live together, we work together, we had our kids together.
So how do you do it? Like, just
we have date nights where we just make sure it's a dinner when we're not talking about anything but normal stuff.
No work,
and then we have our time, like Saturday mornings until about 2 o'clock. We go off and do our own thing. I go to yoga, dive in the ocean. He does his training with his friends. And then we come back together.
And the kids?
And the kids go with grandma.
Oh, fantastic.
So Saturday is our one day,
so
nice. We're very lucky to have that help.
Okay, I'm so calling my mum. Yeah, come on, help out. Okay, and so You do a lot of content at home, creating recipes, using the product, which is amazing. You know, I do a lot of videos too, so I know, you know, it's quite invasive with the kids and always having to film stuff. How do you manage all that?
See, my youngest, so Violet's in school, so I've got those 6 hours from 9 to 3 to work Monday to Friday. Dominic goes to daycare Monday and Tuesday, and then he's at home Wednesday to Friday, but he naps in the middle of the day. So he still has a 2 to 3 hour nap, which is like my time. Laptop comes up, filming whatever I need from a product creation perspective.
I feel like you do a video every day.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I just try.
Do you edit? You don't edit them. You just do them all in one shot.
The only editing I'll do is if it's I'm making something, a recipe. You see the ingredients go in, and then it's ta-da! Here's one I prepared earlier.
Stop, start editing.
Stop, start. There's no like choppy changing.
Yeah, that's good, because that does save time. I think the editing is the thing that always takes me time. I'm like, oh.
It's a time perspective, but for me, it's just a matter of I need to plan a lot more beforehand to make sure, and I know in my head that I'm showcasing the ingredients, I'm showing the process, and talking about the benefits in a matter of 3 minutes. I don't want it to be boring, so we've got to try and get to the point.
And what are the biggest benefits that you have seen from collagen?
So
we know about protein.
Collagen is the most abundant protein found in the body. A lot of people think that collagen is something else, but it is also a protein. It's a group of different amino acids. So it's the most abundant protein, like if you think of it as a little molecular circle, that's found in the body, and it's found everywhere. Skin, hair, nails, bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, the gut, our blood vessels, like the heart, organs, everywhere. And it's like the glue that holds all of our body together. It's like the building blocks of life. And after the age of about 25 to 30, our body will slow down or stop that production of collagen naturally, which is known as...
Okay, I'm going to be just pouring this down my throat now.
It's known as aging.
Yes, aging, yes.
So that's why we see wrinkles, we see issues with joint pains, bodies breaking down, because that collagen is slowly breaking down and that lubrication is not there for us. So the moisture's not there, it's not holding, it's not strong. So that's why supplementation after that age is recommended, and that's why we started taking this a while ago, and that's when it was the research into the type of products that we were getting.
What did you see personally in your own body that you noticed?
So
made you think, oh, I'm going to do this?
The major things first are all the visual things.
Yeah.
So it's the skin, hair, nails, and it was the skin texture and the integrity. So for me, it was like I've never had that.
Wow.
Like
that is.
I mean, they're not super long because I trim them, but I've always had stumpy, short, breaky, thin, frail nails.
Yeah.
My hair, I'm getting it trimmed all the time, and every day on my Insta, I'll get messages from girls saying, I've used it for 3 weeks and people are asking me what I've done to my skin, which is awesome. So it's interesting, and I think that's why it's become so popular, and the reason why we're able to expand so quickly is because people are seeing the proof. Like it's just really having such a great effect, and that's why now we're expanding and just opening up different products just to provide different benefits for the body essentially.
And they look pretty too.
Yeah, so we've got the little pastels. So we've got the unflavoured collagen and the flavoured. So this one's just added with some pineapple and coconut extract with a little bit of stevia.
You said it tastes like a pina colada.
Like a pina colada on a Sunday.
Up for that.
We've got the cleanse product, which is more of a detox, removing heavy metals, any nasty elements from the body. We've also added probiotics. We've added fibre and magnesium in here as well. Our vegan protein blends as well. This is our brand new product. It's balanced, so it's an alkalizing green product. So you miss your intake of greens throughout the day, and you just have a scoop.
Is it still collagen as well?
This one doesn't have the collagen because we wanted to ramp up the green.
Okay, talk to me about beauty. So, what are your sort of 3 can't live without products?
Ooh, you know what? I'm really loving from a beauty makeup perspective. Perez.
Yes. Gorgeous products.
The highlight. I don't know if you've tried the highlighter before.
I have.
But it's literally just like straight. It's just like a really shimmery. So I'll just put it on the top of my cheeks, down the middle of my nose, even in that little Cupid's bow section, and then the top just under my brow. At work, the makeup artist will use what they want on me. So I'm not going to obviously go, okay, you guys need to have this in your kit.
No.
They just turn up with what they've got in their kit, which is great. Like, beautiful, really top quality products, great brands, but I personally at home want to use really natural, minimal products on my skin, so my skin is breathing. I always try and think of it as, I want to put something on my skin that would be, if I ingested it in my mouth, would be okay.
Yeah, not too toxic.
Yeah,
fair enough.
So as natural as possible.
And the skin's the largest organ on the body, so you've got to be thinking about
it absorbs it really quickly. So I noticed that Herperez are a lot of seed and mineral extracts, which are great, and a lot of oil-based products. So I love a lot of their stuff, to be honest. Their concealer and their highlighter. And to be honest, I've found products that have got better coverage than this. But I've noticed over time, the more that I've switched to natural products, the less I need.
Yes, and
do you find that as well?
Probably.
Yeah, so I try everything. Like, people say, well, what's your secret? What are your top tips for skin? And yeah, we have a collagen range, but it's not just collagen, it's the products topically we're using, the amount of sleep I'm getting, how much stress am I minimizing throughout the day. I love infrared saunas, I love getting acupuncture, I love getting massages, diving in the ocean, the fresh minerals from the ocean.
Where are your favourite sort of spas and clinics and things?
Jocelyn Petronia.
Yes, we were just swapping notes about Jocelyn.
Yeah, she is phenomenal. I think she has two, or is it just the one?
The one salon now.
One salon here in Sydney. And to be honest, I don't get in as regularly as I like, but once every 2 months, pop in, an hour and a half facial. She's very much about mind, body and soul. So it's not just slather product on it and speak the whole time. It's, no, this is a time to nourish you.
She actually meditates while she does her facials. So you can like feel that energy. It's like, oh, so zen.
How amazing. And again, she uses a lot of beautiful products that are very much natural and but still work with active ingredients in them.
Yeah. I go for your infrared.
Infrared, I have one on my balcony.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I'm jealous. That's so clever.
So
how big is it?
I had to convince my husband.
I wanted to do this. I've been saying to Damien, I was like, our back balcony, perfect size. How big is yours?
Ours is a 3-seater, so I would say 2 meters by 1.5 depth. It was expensive, but I had been looking at this sunlight for years. Sunlighting, and I had to convince the hubby because it wasn't cheap.
How often do you use it?
Pretty much every week, like 1 to 2 times a week.
Amazing.
So last night I flew in from Melbourne for work, got in from 8:30 to 9:30, and then just hopped into bed. Like the convenience.
An hour?
Yeah.
That's how long you spend in there.
Different programs. There's a relaxation program, which is...
Do you read in there or...?
I meditate for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then the last 20 I'm so zen I just like stand there staring at nothing.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I saw that as an investment, and a lot of people, say to me, oh, that it's too expensive. But I think about it, if I'm going to the sauna or I'm traveling, the time and the $60 a session visits every time.
Oh, you make it back
throughout
easily.
the year, and that's a long-term health investment. Not to mention all the positive effects that that's having on my body long term. So I saw that as a really valid investment. To me, that beats going out drinking every week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And tell me, you're my ambassador, obviously. What are your picks for new season trends?
I think more neutrally toned. Definitely a lot more tonal, a lot more. I'm wearing gold at the moment, but a lot more like pastel, cream. I want to say camel. But yeah, a lot more neutrally toned, particularly for spring, summer / coming in autumn, winter. It's like we're in the mid between at the moment. So it's difficult because we're seeing a lot of the autumn winter dropping on floor.
Yes, that's right.
But we are still dressing. So a good trench I think will get anyone through winter, just making sure that you've got a good quality one. Denim, of course. Double denim.
Who are your favourite designers?
Oh my god, we've got Sass-Bide is like some collections of Sass-Bide I absolutely love, and then I'll go in and out. At the moment, huge fan. This is going to sound really simple, but I love Seed.
Yeah, they've got great stuff.
I love them because they're neutral and they're easy, and I like from pickups and just like simple stuff that with the kids it's just really easy. Yeah, excellent.
Well, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Now the outside music has stopped. Now it's perfectly quiet.
Exactly.
Just as we wrap up. Anyway, thanks so much.
My pleasure, Angel.
See you guys. Bye.